this is Aidan's Toy Trove. I'm here today with the BreyerFest 2017 celebration horse. His name is Nazruddin or Nazruddin, and I'm embarrassed to say that I actually did not get a chance to see the real horse at BreyerFest. We were so busy with pint lines and room sales that I did not get a chance to see the real horses that were at BreyerFest, which is a total bummer because I really, really wanted to see the Andalusian and the celebration horse. Anyway. The box is a very decorative, very different job done by Breyer. It's kind of purple with an Indian theme, and then it has BreyerFest 2017 Celebration Horse on the bottom there. So they did a unique job with their boxes this year. So awesome job, Breyer. Dally and Spanky also had a very unique box, as did Repeat the Beat, not the typical yellow Breyer boxes. One of the things that we noticed, we picked up full cases from Breyer, and a lot of them had cracking on the plastic, which is not uncommon. Just because of how fragile the Breyer boxes are. So you will be seeing some cracked boxes coming from us, and I assume coming from other sellers as well. It's just unfortunately part of how Breyer's boxing holds up, which isn't super great. So today I am unboxing one of these, and I'm going to take pictures of him so that you can all see how glorious he is in person. I don't know if it's just kind of how my memory was, or if it's how the horse actually came across portrayed by Breyer, but Nazruddin is actually a lot darker in person than I thought he would be. And that could just be my memory, but he is a darker chestnut. I thought he was a light, more golden chestnut, and I actually like this better because he's very, very different than the, gosh, what was his number? Maybe 1495 Marwari, who was in Palomino. So his color is very, very different from that horse. Now, why aren't you coming out of the box, fella? Breyer's zip ties sometimes kind of catch in the back of the box, which can be a bit tricky. But I haven't experienced this in a while. Okay, there we go. So the back of the box is reinforced with plastic and cardboard, and this is so the zip ties don't come through the back of the retail packaging, which is quite common. I have a number of boxes where that has happened, so Breyer did a good job protecting the back of the box by putting these little plastic and cardboard pieces over the zip ties. Now, this fellow was released in a black leopard Appaloosa. I believe it was last year under the name Haute Couture as a 10th special run at BreyerFest, who was totally, totally fabulous. Awesome sauce. This guy would be too, though. I think he'll be quite awesome. So I have with me my trusty dusty cat nail trimmers, and I'm just going to snip the ties on the back here because I don't want to scratch the horse on the front. So whenever possible, I will clip from the back. If I have a particularly loose tie or it's very easy to get from the front, I'll do it, but these clippers will scratch up your horse really badly. So be aware of that. Don't just shove the clippers in there in the front next to the horse's leg, because you will end up with leg scratches if you're not super duper careful, or if the tie is too close to the horse's leg. Now, this guy appeared to be fairly tightly packed or tied into the box. So hopefully that will cut down on the box rubs. He also, of note, has this brace on his back right hind leg. I'm kind of keeping track of who has a brace and who doesn't have a brace, and who comes out of the box with box rubs and who doesn't have any box rubs. So that'll be kind of just an interesting, fun experiment on my part. Right now I'm untwisting the ties that I already cut from the back, from the front. It's kind of tricky on the leg with the plastic brace because you have to pull it all the way through the plastic brace. But this one, I think this one's coming. There we go. And then this bottom one here around the hoof is double twisted, and it's really tight. So this one might be a bit more problematic. It's always the last tie you can't get off, huh guys? Isn't that the truth? So I might have to cut the tie in the front, which I don't really want to do. This is where I wish I had some of those super nails that some of you guys have. Ooh, I think I got the tie. So I'm pulling it through the first loop, and then I'm tucking it back under, carefully pulling it through so that I don't scratch the horse. He's almost free. Ta-da! Oh, beautiful fellow, and you have a box rub on your right front leg. So this was the leg that did not have the brace. So I'm going to make note of that just out of curiosity or for my records. Again, this is the Marwari mold, and this is Nazruddin. This is a 2017 celebration horse. Now he is very pretty, rich chestnut. He has little eye whites. He has the most unique little facial marking. I've heard that there are some blaze variations as far as the shape of the blaze. Some of them are straight, some of them have a little hook to them. He has the typical Marwari ears, not the straight ears that you see on Haute Couture, but these are the curved Marwari ears. He has, I believe, an interchangeable mane if you look at the seam here. But I don't think Breyer has released any other mane and tail versions on this one yet. He does not have any dapples, but he has lovely golden shading. He has this one large white stocking on his left front leg with a natural colored hoof, and then he has two small socks on his hind feet, and his left hind foot has a stripe, and looks like the right hind foot has a stripe too, as well as an ermine spot. And then, let's see, his belly is stamped in black, BreyerFest 2017. Overall, the paint job on this one's pretty nice. I'm not seeing a whole lot of overspray or any glaring flaws. He has a little bit darker shading around his muzzle before it fades to the pink. And he even has shading in the flaxen color of his mane and tail, so that's very super nicely done. And this mold was sculpted by Bridget Eberl, who is one of my very favorite sculptors of horses. So naturally, I like this mold. I know not everybody cares for it. This neck that you see here, this is very common on the Marwari breed. It's almost an upside down neck. That's what I call it, an upside down neck. And it's very distinctive on the breed if you see the horse in person. So I think Breyer had some lovely info on the back of their box about Nazruddin, and I will read that so we can learn about him. Nazruddin is a 2006 Marwari stallion, one of fewer than 15 Marwari horses in the USA. Nazruddin is a Sufi name meaning defender of faith. Used since Mughal times in India, it also implies the bearer is or carries gifts. The sorrel horse stands at 15.1 hands and was born on the island of Chapakwadik, MA, from sire Nazrana and Dam Shyamla. His grandsire is Gajarj, the best of the breed stallion champion of India for many years. And I am sure that I am like slaughtering all these horses' names, so you probably should look them up on the internet for the correct pronunciation. Nazruddin carries the hallmarks of his ancestry: large expressive eyes, the scimitar curved ears unique to the breed, the proud head carriage and arched well-muscled neck. In India, the carriage of the Marwari's neck and head are often referred to as Mayur Grieve, or proud as a peacock. These horses are bold and swift under saddle and are excellent endurance or dressage contenders. Born of a black dam and stallion, Nazruddin's sorrel colors a throwback to some mysterious desert ancestor many generations back. Nazruddin typifies the exotic beauty and charisma of his home country. He is truly an all-Indian horse. Nazruddin is owned by Francesca Kelly, co-founder of the Indigenous Horse Society of India, a breeder of these exotic desert horses for 2 decades in Dundlad, Rajasthan, India, and sole breeder in the USA. In 2000, Francesca imported 6 horses to the U.S., along with semen from her best bloodlines in India. She also donated 3 horses to the Kentucky Horse Park, where they remain to highlight this relatively unknown breed for the American world of horse lovers. To learn more about Marwaris, visit www.horsemarwari.com. Very cool. I did not know that the Kentucky Horse Park had Marwaris there. Very cool. One of these years I really need to get out to see the breed barns. I would so love to. So I really like the color on this guy. It's dark, fantastic shading both on the body and on the mane, and the chrome on this horse, or the white markings, really makes his color pop. So he is totally fantastic, and if you like him, I recommend getting him. There is no current run on this mold, so this is probably the most affordable version on this mold that you will be able to find for some time. They discontinued the Palomino. who shot up in price almost instantly as soon as that horse was discontinued. And I knew that was going to happen because he was really pretty. And then Haute Couture, the Black Appaloosa from last year, also shot up in price significantly. So I think this guy would be a great investment if he is a horse that you like. But you know what? Buy what you like, because that will make you the happiest. So thanks so much for letting me share the beautiful Nazruddin Breyer with you. Thanks for watching.